Hello everyone and welcome to the headquarters of Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha, site of the 32nd annual Las Vegas Obon Festival. I'm Derek Uehara and I'll be your host. The Obon is a traditional event where we honor our ancestors. Our theme this year is Coming Together, and we are thrilled that so many individuals and groups have decided to join us. So please join me and let's get started.
Please welcome Kaminari Taiko.
Wow, what a great job by Kaminari Taiko. You know, they've been practicing this art for going on 3 decades in Southern Nevada, so we are thrilled to have them join us. Now today we've got a fabulous program for you. We've got Ikebana, the art of Japanese flower arranging. We've got a cooking demonstration, and we've got the tranquil, peaceful tea ceremony, not to mention a lot more dancing. So let's continue.
Hello, I'm North Las Vegas Mayor John Lee, and as you know, North Las Vegas is a vibrant place to live and worship, and we are thrilled that Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha call our city home. We salute Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha for your contributions and the blessings of having you in our community, and wish you all the best.
Thank you, Mayor John Lee. My name is Kyle Koichi Morishita, and it is my privilege to serve as the president of Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha. Life is transitory. One day we are here, the next day we are gone. Reflecting on this reality helps us to understand that life is precious. So we use this special occasion to remember our ancestors and celebrate our community. Obon is a traditional festival passed down for centuries, and we are honored you are here with us today. On behalf of Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha, we thank you for your support and invite you to join us at our services and events throughout the year.
Today, I wish to say a little bit about Obon in Japan. Obon is a large holiday during the summertime, usually held in the middle of August. This year, it will be the 13th to the 16th of August. And in Tokyo, they celebrate a month earlier, probably because it gives people who live in the large cities a chance to go back to their homeland, far away from the metropolitan area. Obon is usually 4 days. The first day, people prepare for their deceased loved ones to return to their home for a period of about 3 days. And On the first day, they would prepare a fire, either outside like this, like a little bonfire, or like this one, a lantern that they place within the house next to the Buddhist altar. It's called mukaebi, or a fire, a light, to welcome their deceased ancestors to their home for the duration of the Obon time. On the last day, they send the ancestors back home. So Obon is essentially a time of feeling close to their deceased loved ones, and to express gratitude and to let them know that they still think of them and that they are close. And this is one of the interesting part of the Obon, is that unlike in the West, when someone dies, one just returns to go to heaven, and often there is a distance between themselves and the deceased loved ones. But in Japan, there are ways of keeping them close within their lives, and Obon fulfills that role, a sense of oneness with their ancestors and with everything in the universe that makes their lives possible.
We're existing in a time where people are living longer than ever. Because of this, we need to make sure that we are nurturing ourselves and taking good care of our bodies. We have exciting new programs at Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha, like meditation, exercise, and stretching. Also, to expand our horizons, we've added Ikebana flower arrangement and wine tasting. If you're seeking to find that fulfillment and peace in your life, please join us at a service.
Among notes, among notes, among notes. Hello everyone, I'm Reverend Marvin Harada, Bishop of the Buddhist Churches of America and Supervising Minister for the Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha. For this year's virtual Obon, let me just say a few words about the origins and the meaning of Obon. Obon goes all the way back to ancient India and Buddhism. One of the Buddha's disciples, by the name of Moggallana, had a vision in which he saw that his mother, who had passed away, was suffering in a hellish realm, and he wanted to do something to help his mother. And so he consulted with the Buddha, and the Buddha said, well, unfortunately, your mother, because she had had some greed in her life during her lifetime, now she was suffering because of her greed. And the Buddha said the only thing that overcomes greed is giving or generosity. So if you practice giving, you may be able to free your mother from her realm of suffering. And so Moggallana offered a feast to the other monks, and then he had a second vision in which he saw that his mother had been liberated from her sort of hellish existence. So this story has some metaphorical meaning to us. First of all, it shows the Buddha's compassionate teaching to help people in their own everyday life. Secondly, it's an opportunity for us to pay deep respect and reflect on those in our past, our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, everyone who has passed on before us. And without their lives, we would not have our life. And third, the celebration of Obon is that Moggallana, once he saw his mother liberated from that hellish existence, danced in joy. And so that's the origin of the Obon dancing. So now at our festivals, we dance in celebration of the Buddha's teachings. We dance in remembrance of our loved ones in the past. And we dance to symbolize the oneness, the interconnectedness of all of life. Although we cannot have an in-person Obon this year, I hope we can still reflect on the meaning of Obon and celebrate it virtually this year. My best wishes to all of you, and congratulations to the Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha for putting on a virtual Obon this year. We look forward to seeing all of you in person, hopefully, next year.
Thank you, Reverend, for your very thoughtful message.
At this time, please welcome the Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha dancers. This performance is called Bon Odori, written in 1934 by the Buddhist Music Association of the Honzan, which is the mother temple in Kyoto. This is a traditional number done at the beginning and at the end of many Obon festivals. The lyrics describe the important aspects of Obon, and the main movement, a circle and meeting of hands above our heads, is a reminder to all of us that we are all connected.
One of the great aspects of traditional Obon festivals is the fashion show. Without further ado, please enjoy our virtual fashion show.
Obon is usually held in August for about 3 days to remember and honor one's ancestors. The two models are wearing Yosakoi dance outfit, unique style of dance originated in Kochi on the island of Shikoku. Yosakoi dancing has spread throughout much of Japan. To show appreciation for gods of nature, good harvest, good health, and so on, the communities will get together and carry mikoshi on their shoulders through the streets of cities. The model is wearing matsuri or a happy coat to accomplish that task. Jinbei, a light and airy man's two-piece summer outfit, is very common. It could pass as pajamas or can be worn outside the house as casual wear. And he's wearing what's called hachimaki on his head. Many Obon celebrations include a huge carnival, games, and summer festival food. Obon occurs in the heat of the summer. Participants traditionally wear yukata, a light cotton kimono. And she's wearing han obi, and geta is usually worn without socks. A beautiful formal kimono called tsukesage, which is worn for very special happy occasions. This kimono was made in Ishikawa Prefecture using a special dyeing technique called yuzen zome. Her obi is tied in fukuro obi, and her zori is accompanied by white socks called tabi. Kurotome sode kimono is normally worn by the mother of the bride and groom at the wedding. There are 5 kamons, family crests, 2 in the front and 3 on the back. She's wearing obi age, obi jime, and there are lack of designs on top, but it's lavishly designed on the bottom, made up of auspicious symbols of plants, flowers, animals, and objects. It is a very expensive kimono passed down from mother to their daughters.
We hope that you've been enjoying our programs. In addition to the traditional offerings, Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha in recent years has expanded our offerings. We're also offering programs in education, culture, and health. And to support these programs, we're having a very fun raffle and silent auction. So you can pick up your raffle tickets at lasvegasbuddhistsangha.org. And I want to make sure you know just what's at stake when you buy these raffle tickets. Number 1 prize is a round-trip ticket to anywhere that Southwest flies in the continental US. That's actually 2 round-trip tickets. Second prize, $1,000 cash. Third prize is $500. In addition to that, we also have the silent auction. And you can go online as well, lasvegasbuddhistsangha.org. Let me tell you about some of the great prizes that we have. We've got a 1-week vacation at a timeshare off the Kona coast in Hawaii. We've got 2 more round-trip tickets anywhere that Southwest flies in the continental US. We've got massages. We've got catered Brazilian dinners. We've got personal training sessions. We've got a basket of assorted wines. We've got a homemade Japanese dinner and much, much more. So go online for the silent auction, lasvegasbuddhistsangha.org. The auction is open until midnight on August the 7th. And again, all proceeds go to support the programs of Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha in the cultural, education, and physical fitness areas.
The Japanese tea ceremony incorporates most of the arts of Japan: woodwork, metalwork, lacquerware, flower arranging, calligraphy, gardening, landscape, textiles. If it's an art in Japan, it's probably tied up in the tea ceremony. The tea ceremony also includes the indigenous religion of Japan, Shintoism, which focuses on purification and appreciation for the gods and nature. The tea ceremony incorporates elements of Zen Buddhism for meditation and for calming, for understanding that we are all connected to each other. We are all interdependent on one another for our existence, and so we must make the most of our time together because we will never have that moment again. So the tea ceremony usually starts with the host and guests bowing to each other, and the tea is opened, and then the host will start preparing tea. The sweets are brought out to the guests, and these sweets in a thin tea ceremony are called higashi. And our host is scooping out the matcha, the powdered tea that is used in the Japanese tea ceremony. It's actually the leaves of the Camellia sinensis plant that are grounded into a fine powder. The water is added back to it to make the tea. It involves all the major vitamins, vitamin A, all the B vitamins, more C than an orange, D, E, iron, calcium, more antioxidants than you can get in any fruits or any other food. Then our host will be whisking the tea, and it's whisked so it's very frothy. The host slows down her whisking to smooth out the bubbles on top, and you can see on the whisk that it's very frothy. Our hanto, or helper, will bring the tea to our guests to drink. The movements in the tea ceremony actually come from the Chinese monasteries. So everything from the way we walk into a tea room, how we hold a tea scoop, how we hold the tea container, everything is things that were kind of brought back from the monasteries and developed over time. Cold water is poured into the bowl, so we have to undo everything that was done before when we started the tea. It helps cool down the scoop and the bowl. The tines are inspected again, but this is abbreviated from the opening. Everything is put back the way it was. Our host is purifying the tea scoop, the chashaku, taking the excess tea off it in case the guest would like to view the utensils when she's finished. Thank you very much.
Events like this one does not happen overnight. It takes a large number of volunteers and, of course, generous sponsors. We want to especially thank our crane level sponsor, Derek Uehara from Uehara Financial and Longevity Planning. We can't do it without them. We also appreciate the efforts of elected officials, such as Congresswoman Dina Titus, who has been our longtime supporter and great friend. Thank you, Dina, and here's a special message from her.
Hello, I'm Dina Titus, your Congresswoman for Nevada's 1st District in the heart of Las Vegas. I'm grateful to have so many friends within the Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha. You all make such important contributions to our community, and the theme of this year's festival, Coming Together, could not be more timely. So thank you for all that you do, and please give my office a call whenever we might be of service.
So in Japan, during Obon, it's you're basically wanting to honor your relatives who have passed away. Usually in Japan and during just regular festivals here in the US, we make a lot of lanterns. You put the name of the person you're honoring, your family member, your friend, anyone, loved one, onto the lantern and just to honor them. And sometimes in Japan they send them off in rivers or up into the sky. For us here, we had our Dharma kids make some paper lanterns and we hung them up on our cherry tree in the back. And then also for anyone else who would like to, there is a virtual lantern on our website that you can also donate and have the name of your loved one put onto one of those virtual lanterns that will then be displayed on our website. There's different levels of donations that you can make for those ones, so go ahead and go check those out and make a donation. All the donations go towards the Sangha's services and different programs that we have here and towards the keeping of our building and all those things. So thank you very much.
All right, we're here with Muriel Scrivner. She's a sensei or teacher of Ikebana, which is a Japanese art of formal flower arrangement. Thank you for joining us today, Sensei. Tell us about Ikebana. How did you get involved?
I was stationed in Japan in the military, and I decided to take advantage of going to school. But I was always doing artwork throughout my school years, and so I just fell into Ikebana because they happened to be a teacher from the university there that taught Ikebana, and so I said, well, I'll try it, and I fell in love. There's nothing more beautiful because the flowers are having they have a present, a past, and a future.
What's unique about the design for Obon?
Well, Obon is expressing your ancestors plus also what you wish to convey to your ancestors and to the future.
You know, I'm fascinated by something that would last so long. Obviously, there's something there that touches people. And it's exciting that you're offering your teachings at Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha. How often and when are your classes, Sensei?
We have classes twice a month.
Twice a month?
Yeah, the second Saturday, and usually it's before the services, so that way the students that belong to the Sangha, they display their items at the service. And also I do private lessons, and I do group in homes and things like that also. Well, this is something that anybody can learn because it's all related to nature, and we teach them how to care for their flowers. And just like calla lilies, we have calla lilies here, they like tobacco in their water, and that way they'll last close to a month that way. And there's tulips. Tulips will grow with the sun, and they keep growing. Well, to make them stay in the position, you put gin in the water.
Okay, now that's a selling point to get people to come to your class.
Yeah.
We want to thank you so much for sharing some of your experience with us. For all you viewers out there, you see Ikebana, it's been around for centuries. Come learn more about it. You get to learn from Sensei Muriel Scrivner at Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha. So go to our website for more information. It's lasvegasbuddhistsangha.org. Wow. A big thank you to Sensei Muriel Scrivner for that wonderful Ikebana performance. Now, Obon has many things to offer people. For some, the best part is the food. So we've got a great cooking demonstration for you, and let's get to it right now.
I'm preparing an old-time favorite that we used to do every year at our Obon. We're going to be preparing what's called Panko chicken, or chicken katsu is what it's known as. We start off with chicken thighs. What we normally do is debone them, well, we have to debone them, and then of course we're going to cut away on some of the fat. We're going to pound it evenly, and we have 3 items that we're going to be using as our coating for our Panko chicken. First is going to be our flour. We don't want a whole lot on there, just a little bit. Place it in an egg wash, which it's the whole egg. It's got the yolk and the egg white in there. And then we're going to dip it in our panko. Our oil has been preheated up to 350 degrees. It will submerge completely into the oil, so there's really no need to really have to turn it over. As it cooks and comes close to doneness, it will begin to float up to the top. It could be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes depending upon the thickness of your meat. We've got them out of our heating element. Now the fun part begins. And this is with our katsu sauce. Full part soy, half part water. We have, several cups of sugar. That's what makes it nice and sweet and thick. And we also have some granules of garlic in there. And all we're going to do is we're just going to pour it right on over it, just all through it there. We're just going to toss it around because we want it to get tossed. We want both sides of it to be covered with it. And it soaks up pretty easily. Now that they're nice and soaked and happy, we're going to take our chicken, our panko chicken here, and we're going to slice them into not real thin, because you want to be able to get maybe about 2 bites of each slice. The reason I like using the thighs is they always come out nice and tender. You can use chicken breast. You just don't want to pound your chicken breast. And here's our finished product, our panko chicken. I hope you all enjoy. Itadakimasu.
Well, it's just delicious. It's better than I remembered. Of course, we haven't had it for many years now, but this was just excellent.
I'd like to dedicate this portion of the Inari sushi making to 2 of our most dedicated, helpful, friendly people that were with us every year. And they are Taiko Ogata and Tai Kurashige. We would really want them remembered during this season. What I'm doing this morning is cone sushi, or Inari sushi as we call it, or some people call it footballs. It's pretty simple. Our ingredients are the footballs, which are age. We can purchase it already prepared. And what I do is I open it and squeeze out the juice. Also, you need sticky rice. I already have it prepared, the sticky rice. Vinegar. What I did was I already prepared the sticky rice with vinegar and sugar and salt. I sort of pour the salt over. I added kamabuko, carrots, and green beans. Grab it a little bit and stuff your cone. And I don't like to have it stuffed a whole lot because number one, it's not attractive, and Japanese people prepare food for the eyes, and therefore I added the different ingredients to make it a feast for the eyes. So here's our finished product, the Inari sushi, and note how beautiful it looks.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Our Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha dancers will help close out our virtual Obon festival with their final dance called Aiueo. It is a Japanese alphabet dance written in 1987. We want to thank Charlene Nakaoka Aoki for helping us organize these talented dancers, and the Kaminari Taiko group for sharing their enthusiasm with us today. Please enjoy their performance.
As we conclude this year's Obon Gathering of Joy, may we express our profound gratitude to all who have enabled us to realize the preciousness, interdependence, and oneness of all lives. May we all also remember and express our sincere love and respect to our departed loved ones who have returned to Amida Buddha's Pure Land and continue to guide us in our daily lives. Last but not least, may we all together say a big thank you to the Las Vegas Buddhist Sangha and its members for celebrating and allowing us to join in their first virtual Obon gathering. Last year, due to the coronavirus, we were unable to hold the annual Obon festival for the first time in 33 years. This is the 32nd and first virtual Obon. It is indeed a gathering of joy for all of us. With gratitude, we say Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you, everyone. Arigato.
All right, everyone, we hope you've enjoyed our celebration as much as we have. Obon is a great time to remember and to celebrate our ancestors. At the same time, it reminds us of just how precious life is. So go forward, love the ones you're with, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Hi, I'm Derek Uehara. One of the great truths we all face is that life is short. We're here one day, gone the next. And it brings up a very important question. At the end of the day, after all the rushing around, all the superficial issues, what really matters to you? For the past 21 years, it has been my privilege to work with clients in clarifying what matters most to them, and then in designing appropriate financial strategies to meet their needs. If this approach resonates with you, I welcome the opportunity to connect and to explore whether working together makes sense. Thank you.